Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, HAIRLICIOUSLY. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe so that you guys are updated on hair loss and hair transplant topics, as well as updates on current hair loss treatments in the pipeline. If you guys are also losing hair, make sure to visit my website at HAIRLICIOUSLY.com for hair loss treatment solutions backed by science. In today's video, I've got something really exciting to share with you. As you guys know, I've had 2 hair transplants at Motion Clinic in South Korea back in 2016 and 2019. And I just can't believe that it's been nearly 9 years since my first FUE hair transplant. 2016 was when I first started documenting my hair transplant journey on my YouTube channel. And ever since then, I've been sharing my personal experiences and results and the latest updates on hair loss treatments with you guys here on my channel. It's honestly been an incredible journey, not only seeing my own transformation, but also being able to connect with so many of you guys who are also going through similar struggles with hair loss. So today I kind of wanted to highlight a highly skilled hair transplant surgeon at Motion Clinic. His name is Dr. Song, and show you some of the amazing results that he's been able to achieve for his patients at Motion Clinic. The transformations you're about to see are really going to speak for themselves. And on top of that, Motion Clinic is currently offering a 25 to 30% discount when you book a procedure with Dr. Song and subscribe to their YouTube channel, and also showcase your before and after and progress photos of your hair transplant results. So if you guys are interested, make sure to check out the description box, and I'm going to have the contact information for Motion Clinic. And as I've mentioned numerous times on my previous videos, Motion Clinic is what I consider to be one of the top tier hair transplants in the world. So if you guys are really considering getting a hair transplant, I feel like now would be a great time to take advantage of the crazy deal that they are offering. So the first one, this patient here had 2,800 grafts implanted into the crown area via FUE. This is his before photo followed by his surgery and then his transformation over the next few months up to his 1-year mark. And you guys can clearly see really good density coverage on the crown. The hairs are all growing in the correct angle and direction. And honestly speaking, for just 2,800 grafts, this really is a fantastic transformation. So moving on, this next patient had a total of 2,000 grafts into the hairline. And the patient obviously opted for a more straighter type of hairline, very similar to the one that I have. And I think that the overall design looks pretty good. And over the next few months, the transformation really has helped frame his face. And if you look at his 6 to 9 month mark, we're seeing really good density. And Dr. Song did a great job balancing the density with naturalness. And now for the amount of coverage that was needed for lowering the hairline, 2,000 grafts wasn't a whole lot. But too much density wouldn't have made the hairline look natural, and I believe that Dr. Song did a good job of finding a medium. Overall, just really good results. Now, this next subject only had a total of 1,200 grafts to the hairline, and as you guys can see at month 8, the density is really looking good, followed by his 12-month mark where we can't even see any signs of recession. And just overall, I think he's had such an amazing transformation for just 1,200 grafts. Now, this next patient here ended up with 2,000 grafts, and we can clearly see some moderate thinning on the temple area, also the hairline and the mid-scalp. And there was a large area to cover given his degree of hair loss. But as you guys can see in the progression photos, Dr. Song did a great job in terms of filling in the density and also the recession to really bring back down his hairline. Very good density as well, and it's such a drastic change of how he looked like before his procedure. So great natural looking results, and I'm super happy for this guy. Now, this next patient also had some pretty extensive degree of hair loss going on, especially in the hairline, the mid-scalp, and the crown region. And he ended up getting a total of 2,100 grafts via FUE. And as we look at the progression at the 1-year mark, or up to the 1-year mark, we can see a lot of improvement to the density and also the hairline. Obviously, he still has some areas of thinning, but honestly speaking, with just 2,100 grafts, it's actually been a huge game changer for him. So you probably will get even better results with a second hair transplant. Now, this next patient here had 3,000 grafts via FUE, and we can also clearly see a pretty extensive degree of hair loss going on. A lot of area, to cover, and with just 3,000 grafts, he's been able to really fill in the density throughout the bald mid-scalp and the crown area, and even rebuilt his hairline. So incredible results, and props to Dr. Song. This next patient had 3,000 grafts placed into his mid-scalp and crown area. And once again, the progression videos up to the 1-year mark are some pretty remarkable transformations in terms of density and naturalness. And I feel like this is one of the best hairlines that I've seen done by Dr. Song. It really makes a huge difference with just a redefined hairline, and he's one of the best results I've seen at Motion Clinic. Now, this next patient, this next before and after transformation is also one of my favorites, because for just 1,500 grafts, he's been able to really fill in the density into the temples and also his hairline. His hairline looks very natural. The patient looks way younger than what he looked like before. And the transformation is very subtle yet powerful. It doesn't scream hair transplant because the hairline wasn't heavily filled in with too much density, which can sometimes give the opposite effect. And then I'll conclude this video with a short clip from Dr. Song, in which he is briefly going to talk about Motion Clinic and why they are one of the top tier hair transplants in South Korea. And as I've mentioned before, make sure to check out the description box to reach out to Motion Clinic and ask about their 25 to 30% promotion if you guys opt with Dr. Song. I'm also going to be planning to visit South Korea at Motion Clinic sometime later this year. I'm not sure what month. I am planning on booking a trip to South Korea. So maybe if you guys book your procedure later in this year, there might be a chance that I will see you guys there. But as always, thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to subscribe, like this video, make sure to reach out to Motion Clinic at least for a free consultation, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Take care, guys.
병원이 이제 비절개 방식을 최초 도입한 병원으로 생각하시면 되시고요. 뭐 미국이든 캐나다든 뭐 싱가포르 뭐 여러 군데에서 오시고 계세요. 저는 이제 모션의원 대표원장 송운현이고요. 저희 병원은 이제 비절개 방식을 최초 도입한 병원으로 생각하시면 되시고요. 그렇기 때문에 아무래도 타 병원에 비해서 비절개 방식으로 수술한 케이스에 대해서는 훨씬 더 월등하게 많다고 보실 수 있을 것 같습니다. 보통 가장 이제 만족스러워 하시는 분들 같은 경우에는 아무래도 이제 비절개 방식을 통한 대량 이식을 하시는 분들 같은 경우에 아무래도 이제 만족스러운 결과물들을 이제 많이 보시기 때문에 그런 분들이 만족감들이 이제 높다고 보시면 될 것 같습니다. 저희 병원은 이제 외국인들 분들도 이제 많이 내원하셔서 수술하는 경우가 많으신데 뭐 미국이든 캐나다든 뭐 싱가포르 뭐 여러 군데에서 오시고 계세요. 이제 일반적인 동양인들 분들에 비해서 각도라든지 이제 꺾인 거라 방향이라든지 그런 게 좀 틀리기 때문에 아무래도 좀 난이도가 좀 더 있다고 보시면 되세요. 그런 분들을 많이 겪다 보니까 아무래도 이제 한국 분들, 내국인 분들을 상대로 수술하기가 더 편한 느낌이 아무래도 들고 있습니다. 사실 이제 모발이식 하기 전이나 하고 나서나 제일 중요한 거는 이제 기본적으로 모발이식을 하는 분들은 대부분에 있어서는 이제 탈모가 진행된 분들이 이제 모발이식을 하시기 때문에 그런 분들 같은 경우에는 수술 전이든 후든 항상 이제 먹는 약을 이제 꾸준히 잘 복용해 주는 것이 이제 제일 중요하다고 볼 수 있겠습니다. 그래서 이제 약을 꾸준히 안 먹게 되면은 수술 한 부위만 남고 이제 그 뒤가 더 밀린다든지 하면서 이제 보기 흉해지게 될 수가 있기 때문에 아무래도 약을 계속 꾸준히 잘 유지를 해 주셔야죠. 이제 수술 후에 드리는 이제 결과 보증서 같은 경우에는 이제 쉽게 말해가지고 이제 애프터 서비스 말씀드린다고 생각하시면 되시고요. 기본적으로 저희 병원에서는 수술 후에 생착률을 이제 90% 이상을 이제 목표치로 잡고 있기 때문에 1년 뒤에 결과물을 봤을 때 만약에 그것 이하의 결과물이 나왔을 경우에는 90% 이상을 다시 이제 맞추는 애프터 서비스를 이제 해드리는 것을 말씀드리고 있습니다.